Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Additive manufacturing is facing every day new issues and challenges. Thinking about the topics we heard before, we had networks for solving such problems. But thinking of new fields of applications, for instance, thinking about medical applications and additive manufacturing in this kind of topic, there's some issues that are not yet solved, or even, some topics are not even discussed yet. So industry is facing problems how to get to those informations and how to reach to a solution. And for this topic, Ms. Debbie Holton is going to give us a short introduction. I will kindly welcome Ms. Debbie Holton. Thank you.
Guten Morgen. Good morning. So glad to be here. The organizers here at this event invited us to come and present, and we're so pleased to be able to address some of the challenges around additive manufacturing that aren't specifically technical, and some of the things that SME is doing to address those challenges. I'd like to start with a short video.
Additive manufacturing, the idea that changed an industry, building things layer by layer, bringing innovations to the world never dreamed possible. Building designs, building parts, building an industry. We give you strength in numbers. Together with partners, members, industry, academia, and more, SME is building a home and a community of over 200,000 professionals. People like you who are advancing 3D technologies and creating incredible innovations. You have questions, we have answers. No matter where you are on your journey in additive manufacturing, exploring possibilities, designing new innovations, or facing the challenges of scaling up production, SME is your resource every step of the way. SME is fully committed to the advancement and increased adoption of additive manufacturing technology. That's why we bring the industry together, making connections face-to-face at North America's leading additive manufacturing event series, Rapid plus TCT. Together, we build relationships. SME's additive manufacturing community provides you with unlimited access to industry experts, connecting you to world-class knowledge that's advancing the manufacturing industry. Technical groups working together to create content and programs, accelerate industry standards, and solve challenges. We build knowledge. SME is your 3D technology resource. Technical papers, conference presentations, industry news, videos, and webinars keep you on the leading edge of development and prepare you for what's next in the amazing world of additive manufacturing. Together, we build the future.
So it goes on to talk a little bit about some of our student programs and things that we're doing. We're just going to move on here. Hopefully that explained a little bit about our organization and what we do. We're a nonprofit based in the Detroit area in the United States, and we have been working in this area since the early 90s. So back in 1990, we had our very first little conference on rapid prototyping. Some of you are probably still doing rapid prototyping. It's a great technology for that. But now we're moving into production with additive manufacturing. In 1993, we started an industry certification, and then in 2003, we updated that certification, and now we have over 200,000 people that are connected with us in additive manufacturing. So it's a great networking opportunity as well. The growth of this industry is tremendous, as many of you know, because you're in this industry. The annual growth rate of additive manufacturing is about 21% year over year, and this is according to the Wohlers report. Any of you read the Wohlers report from Terry Wohlers? Familiar with that? It's a great resource. The market size now is $7.3 billion. So that's incredible. New machines, new materials, new applications, tremendous amount of growth in metals, that growing almost 80% now in terms of year over year in sales. So just a tremendous opportunity here in additive manufacturing. But with growth comes challenges. So some of the challenges that we're focused on have to do with standards, adopting the technology. Our goal is that more people will adopt the technology. Also the skills of the workforce, so people are prepared to operate within additive manufacturing. The future workforce, which is our students, and I know there's a lot of students here today, so that's fantastic. And also, how do you stay up to date on all the things that are happening in additive manufacturing? What type of reliable resources and staying connected do you need? So first of all, in standards, and this did not come through, so I apologize. Formatting. So I'm going to go to my notes here, and I'm just going to tell you about it. We are working with the ASTM F42 committee, which was actually originally created from an SME working group. We do not develop standards at SME. That's not what we do. But we provide a lot of technical experts, subject matter experts, to the standards development organizations. So that includes ASTM, ISO. How many of you are familiar with some of those standards development organizations? Standards are really important as we advance the industry and we get more reliable parts and production going. So that's something that we're very involved in. We also have a database on SME.org/3D where you can go in to that database and you can put the different materials and machines that you're working with, and it'll output the list of standards that you need to acquire to understand that you're actually operating at a standards level. Okay. We also recently developed a tool, which the best question I think in additive manufacturing is not just can I print it, but should I print it? And we have a consortium of users called ITeam, which is the Independent Technical Evaluation of Additive Manufacturing. And basically what this brings is an opportunity for you to take the certain parts and things that you're working on and understand the best machine and material for that. So I've got another short video, hopefully, that will work. If not, I'll keep talking.
Can I make it? Should I make it? And then, what's the best machine, material, and process for my part? Answering these questions quickly and accurately will help you make better decisions, be more profitable, and maximize design for additive manufacturing. SME is proud to launch a new initiative, the User-Driven Independent Technical Evaluation of Additive Manufacturing, or ITeam. ITeam is a virtual repository of additive manufacturing machines and materials, plus the tools you'll need to evaluate additively manufactured parts. SME is creating ITeam working in collaboration with Dr. Michael Greaves, renowned expert at Florida Tech, General Motors, and other industry leaders in automotive, aerospace, and beyond. Together, ITeam is developing a new expert system that will greatly accelerate profitable additive manufacturing. Join us. Be a part of an exciting new community where you'll have the tools you need to evaluate your parts, maximize design for additive manufacturing, plus match up with the best machines and materials. The time to accelerate profitable and effective additive manufacturing is now.
So this tool is basically a platform by which you are able to go in and put different specifications. The beta version of the tool was released in May. So feel free to go to SME.org/ITeam and you can see that. You can sign up to get updates. You can try it all out. It's completely free. And we need people to start using it so we can see what we need to improve and change. So I hope you'll try that. Now in terms of the workforce, there's a website here that you can go to, and it gives you a lot of resources because you need to make sure that your team has the right skills, and that takes some tools. So at SME.org/AM3DP job model, which is not easy to remember, but it's right there on the screen, there's links to online courses, apprenticeship programs, frameworks that you can use to develop your workforce. There are also links to SME's additive manufacturing certification, our body of knowledge, and also some leading edge white papers on what is happening in this area. You know, employers are struggling just to know what's needed. So it's not just about hiring specialists in additive manufacturing, it's making sure that all your engineering and manufacturing folks have a fundamental understanding of the technology. So part of what we've been working in is the medical space. So within this website also is a new white paper that we just released. And you may not be aware that in 2017, an estimated $803 million in additive manufacturing industry revenue was medical related. So this is everything from bioprinting all the way to the things that are happening in hospitals, where hospitals actually have manufacturing operations. So this latest white paper that we issued talks about the need for bioengineers and how bioengineers need to understand additive manufacturing and 3D printing. So working with our medical work group, which includes people from the Mayo Clinic, leading medical device manufacturers like Johnson & Johnson and others, we've been able to really develop some core competencies for what's needed in the hospital point of care manufacturing. Another area we've been working in is metals. And as we all know, metals is increasing 80% in 2017. New companies, new materials, and particularly for aerospace and orthopedic implants, understanding metal additive is extremely important. So we have a group of expert advisors that are our members. We're a nonprofit, so we're doing all this for the advancement of the industry. And they built 6 different job competency models in metal additive manufacturing. So one person might fill several roles in a small organization, or you might be able to have a specialist in larger organizations. So the white paper is here, and you can see all the different areas that have been created, and I would encourage you to go to that website and take a look at that. So on the future workforce side, we have several things that we're doing, and of course students are our future. And I don't know if you've seen this, but you know, nothing like 3D printing and additive manufacturing really lights a fire with young people. They really get very excited about it. They understand it. They're natives to the digital space, and they understand printing, and so it's a great opportunity not just to get young people into careers in additive manufacturing, but all kinds of manufacturing. It's a great gateway. So we have several things that we've been doing. We have resources on our website for students and for teachers. Also, for more than 10 years, we have had a direct digital manufacturing contest that actually is hosted at our Rapid plus TCT event. And we've also run skills, you know, world skills. I know that's a whole entire activity around the world, but for Skills USA, there is a design for additive manufacturing competition that SME started, and we've now handed over to that organization to run. Great opportunity for young people that's growing fantastically. And then also, we work with major universities through our North American Manufacturing Research Institute, research universities, organizations that are really doing a lot of cutting-edge work in additive manufacturing and research and curriculum development. So in terms of staying up to date, how do you do that? Things are changing. So in addition to 150 technical papers, more than 200 feature articles at advancedmanufacturing.org, and you see that. That's our media group, and they house a lot of that content. We also have webinars, we have a channel, we have our events. So I would encourage you to see advancedmanufacturing.org, or just if you go to sme.org/3D, you will have links to all these areas. So I talked a little bit about this point-of-care manufacturing, and I'm going to go into a little more detail on medical. So this is where the manufacturing is actually happening inside the hospitals. And we did a tremendous survey and a study on this, and what we found is we were asking about how 3D printing is being used in hospitals. And it's a little surprising how many point-of-care manufacturers indicated not only are they printing medical devices, surgical guides, and different parts like that, they're also using it for jigs and fixtures. And you can see that here. Anatomical models being a very high use area for medical, and then also prototyping. But it was interesting how many were also using it for tooling, jigs, and fixtures. So in the coming future, 97% of our industry expects an increase in medical applications. So that's a slam dunk, right? That's it. That's happening. So this was a survey of medical additive manufacturing professionals, and this is a new paper that we just released in April. And not just an increase, but more than 50% see more than a 10% increase. And if you see that, some are actually predicting more than a 20% increase in medical use of additive manufacturing. So that's very exciting. And then here are some of the areas where medical is seen to be increasing in every area, from tissue printing to prototypes, surgical guides, all of those things that we previously talked about. So with all the information that's available, where do you find it? So I've talked about this a little bit. This is SME.org/3D, and it's a great resource for you to go and find out everything that's happening in additive manufacturing, tools, resources, technical materials. Share it with your friends. It's all absolutely free to you and an industry resource that SME provides as part of our responsibility to both increase the adoption of additive manufacturing technology and also try to advance that technology. So that's all I had. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.